knows his Buckeye ball. He stands in the horseshoe, becomes part of the game. Knows the line adjustments, every Buckeye name. Meeks weeks with tuition when others just stall. That scarlet speaking wizard sure knows his Buckeye ball. He's the podcast wizard, there has to be a twist. The way he breaks down film, he never seems to miss. How do you think he does it? I don't know what makes him so good. Ain't got no distractions, no SEC noise or yells. Doesn't need those rankings, he's got his own Buckeye spells. Always sees the blitz come, predicts the third down call. That scarlet speaking wizard sure knows his Buckeye ball. He stands in the horseshoe, becomes part of the game. Knows the line adjustments, every Buckeye name. Speaks with tuition when others just stall. That scarlet speaking wizard sure knows his Buckeye ball. He's the podcast wizard, there has to be a twist. The way he breaks down film, he never seems to miss. How do you think he does it? I don't know what makes him so good. Ain't got no distractions. Ain't got no distractions, no SEC noise or yells. Doesn't need those rankings, he's got his own Buckeye spells. Always sees the blitz come, predicts the third down call. That scarlet speaking wizard sure knows his Buckeye ball. He stands in the horseshoe, becomes part of the game. Knows the line adjustments, every Buckeye name. Speaks with intuition when others just stall. That scarlet speaking wizard sure knows his Buckeye ball. He's the podcast wizard, there has to be a twist. The way he breaks down film, he never seems to miss.
I'm either the most incredibly dumb person to ever run a podcast, or I'm just having too much fun. I'm having too much fun. Are we having fun? Are we are we having fun? I'm having fun. Good to have you all with us tonight here in the OHIO podcast. Yes, the Wizard of Boggs is in the house this evening. We're here to take your predictions. We're here to give our predictions. We have a lot to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about the mouth of the South. That's right. We're going to talk about Mr. Big Ears himself. We're talking about the quarterback competition. We're going to talk about the offensive line, and we're going to talk about whatever you all want to talk about this evening. Of course, you can do it all by calling us at 567-483-1999. And if you want to skip the line, you need to do what we saw Phil do here. Phil dropped us off with a nice little $1.99, and then he said, hey, just in case you missed all of that, I give you another super chat right here for $5. He put his area code in. That's how you do it. That's how I know that that's who you are. And so you get to skip the line. We're going to bring you on. So Phil, you're up first. Let's bring him on. Phil, welcome to the OHIO podcast. You're talking to the Wizard of Boggs tonight.
What's going on, man? I didn't know if I was calling into a call-in show or some type of a midnight rave dance party.
Maybe a little bit of both.
Well, hey, Eric, I had some questions for all you guys. I told you the other day on the other podcast. I wanted to start out by you just mentioned it the quarterback competition you guys have. What's the latest over there? I mean, you got Julian saying Lincoln. Is it Keenholz? Is that how you pronounce his
Keen
name?
holes. Yeah, you got it, buddy.
What's the latest you guys hearing? Because Keenholz is he's like what's he 6'3", around 214ish, and then saying 6'1", a smaller quarterback out of California. What's the latest?
As of today, of course, they had a scrimmage on Saturday. They were as tight could be over there at the Woody Hayes Athletic Center. There was nobody allowed in at that scrimmage. I mean, nobody. And then they had a open practice today with former Buckeye players and their families allowed to attend the practice. And so what I'm hearing is that this thing is a whole heck of a lot closer than any of us thought it was. In fact, what I was told was that the scrimmage they were hoping someone would pull away. They didn't. There was good from both. There was not good from both. Very, very reminiscent of what we saw at the practices that were open to the public. They like Keenholz for a couple reasons. Number one, he is what's considered an Iron Buckeye. They only give that outfill to the players who exemplify in the weight room going the extra mile, making great gains, never missing a workout, never late to a workout. You're always there. You're always on time. You're always maxing your effort when you're in there. And so that is one of the things that is to his advantage. I am hearing that a lot of the players like him, that he's kind of adorned himself a little bit to the locker room. So maybe there's some leadership coming out from Lincoln as well. But if you hold a gun to my head and said you have to predict, Wizard of Boggs, who's going to be the starting quarterback come game number 1 against Texas, I still have a feeling it's going to be Julian Sain, but hats off to Lincoln Keenholz for making this thing a whole lot more harder for Ryan Day to decide than what I think a lot of people anticipated. That's number one. Number two, I'll say this. Ryan Day again said today in his press conference, both quarterbacks need to be ready to play. I think they're going to have packages for Lincoln, or they know it's going to be really hard for Julian to go all the way through the season without getting some kind of injury or banged up. And they just know the odds are there. So it's important to have both of them ready. But I still think it's Julian Sain because I just think his intangibles, Phil, they're just really, really high. Great question.
That's kind of what you were saying the last time we talked when I called in, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago or whenever it was. And then I've been reading some more articles, and that Lincoln Keenholz, I've been hearing a lot of great things about him, and so that's why I wanted to give you a call tonight to see what the latest on that quarterback competition was. You know what you guys are hearing down here in Columbus. And it's really it's similar to what we have. You know, I'm obviously a Notre Dame fan. You know, we got C.J. Carr and Kenny Minchey. They're neck and neck the same way, battling it out for the starting spot. And you know, one week you hear it's one guy, then the next week you hear, you know, this person was perfect at training camp, and they're going to be the guy. And so it's going to be, you know, a neck and neck race until I think next week. I think they're going to announce who the quarterback's going to be. But yeah, it's going to be interesting, you know, for both of our camps.
Yeah, I think Ryan Day is going to have to announce a starter by next week, Tuesday or Monday, whenever he has his press conference. They're going to have one more scrimmage this Saturday, I think, and then they're going to make their decision. As he said, we're collecting all the data at this time. So at some point the decision will be made. But Yeah, it sounds like Notre Dame's almost in the same boat we are. I think a lot of times, Phil, these head coaches, and you can tell me what you think here. I think these head coaches do this for several reasons. Number one, they want all parties involved to feel like they have a shot at any moment, so they don't just jump in the portal. And then
Hmm.
number two, they're not dumb, man. The season is incredibly long now with the addition of the college football playoff. And they know that there's going to be a time, or probably a time, when they're going to have to go to that backup quarterback, and they still want to be competitive enough to make the playoff. And so, um, it's just important for them to have both guys ready. I think that's a lot of what you're seeing from these head coaches who drag these competitions out a little bit farther.
Yes, 100%. I agree with what you're saying for sure. I mean, they definitely both of our teams want to make sure they have two great quarterbacks because you and I both know how seasons go. I mean, it's very hard for one quarterback to stay healthy throughout the entire season. So they want to make sure they have a great backup plan if things go wrong. Um, uh, the next thing I wanted to ask you, Eric, I got a few more things quickly before I get off here and let you get back to your other callers. So is Quinshon Judkins and Travion Henderson both left, correct?
Correct. Yep, they're both in the NFL.
So is it James Peoples, Sam Dixon, or who's the next couple pair of? Because you guys always have two great running backs.
Yeah.
Who's the two great running backs you guys are going to have out of the backfield
You
this
got
year?
you got James Peoples. That's a good call. The other one is C.J. Donaldson. He is the transfer from West Virginia. He shed 20 pounds. He was a big bruising back. He was 240 at West Virginia. He's down to like 226 now at Ohio State. He's lost some of that weight that they wanted him to gain at West Virginia. He's a little bit more explosive, but he's definitely the guy who's taking the ball, the carries when it down at the goal line, inside short yardage stuff. And they came up with a nickname. They came up with a new nickname. They're called Sonic and Knuckles. So any Sega Genesis people out there, that's what they're calling
Mm-hmm.
themselves instead of Lightning and Thunder. I love it. It's unique. It's different. I like being different. Obviously, look at me. So I think we're gonna be okay there. I just did a video, Phil, this morning. If you want to go check out the channel and click on the video this morning, and I think it's titled "Will Ohio State's running back duo be elite?" Um, they aren't getting nearly the kind of attention that you're getting from the Notre Dame backs, right? Or the Penn State backs, or even the backs from Michigan, believe it or not. People are
Oh,
higher on
geez,
them than
Penn State,
Ohio
Michigan.
State. Um, but the one thing no one's talking about, and they really should with these backs, Phil, is our offensive line. I think our offensive line is good, is very good. And it was again highlighted again today in the press conference when Ryan Day said this is the deepest we have had the offensive line in my time at Ohio State. So I feel very good that these running backs are going to be, and I think they'll ride the hot hand. Whoever the hot hand is that game, that's who they'll go with. And of course, Woody Hayes used to always say you need a pair and a spare. That spare being of high 4-star ranked freshman Bo Jackson from Cleveland, Ohio. That kid looks great when he's carrying the rock, man. So I think Ohio State's going to be just fine when it comes to running the football this year.
Yeah. How do you feel? The first game of the year is Texas, right?
Yeah,
How do you feel with your offensive line against that Texas defensive front? You guys feel pretty good there?
yeah, I do. That matchup I feel really good about, and I'll tell you what, I feel even good about the other side of the ball in the trenches too. I think our defensive line is better than what I thought it was going to be when I went to the practice and got to watch them. They looked really good, and of course Texas, they suffered a huge injury. They lost their left tackle. They're having a competition. I think on the right side of their line, and some of the Texas people who I've listened to and talked to aren't as nearly as confident about their offensive line as they were last year. Obviously, they lost quite a bit of starters off that offensive line. So I feel really good that we're going to be able to control the line of scrimmage against Texas, which is obviously a huge important part of this game. The one thing I don't feel good about, Phil, is I do, and a lot of Buckeye fans are pushing back on me on this one, including my co-host. I think Arch Manning, he's just got I know he only started 3 games last year, and they were 3 trash games, but those are 3 college football Division One game reps he got that Julian Sane has not gotten, and or Lincoln Keenholz. I think it's advantage
Hmm.
Texas in the quarterback department. And the one thing I kind of hope happens is he uses his legs more than he wants to, and he has a repeat of what happened in the Cotton Bowl when he got his bell rung by the Ohio State
Hmm.
linebackers. Our linebacker play, Phil, is going to be elite this year. Elite. I'm higher on the
You guys
linebacker.
always have great linebackers.
We used to. We went through a dip there where we didn't have NFL first couple round linebackers, but we're getting back to there. James Laurinaitis, since his return to Columbus, Ohio, has slowly been rebuilding that room back up and building it in his
Hmm.
image. And
AJ Hawk was always one of my favorites.
Oh, that yeah, 100%, dude. Number 47, AJ Hawk. My cousin, number
I love that
43,
guy.
Ryan Miller. Those are 2 of my favorite Buckeyes, both linebackers. Number 36, Chris Spielman. You can't talk about Ohio State linebacker play without Chris Spielman. We've had some good ones over the years, man, and it's important to we get back there, and I think we're gonna get back there this year.
Yeah. Real quick here. ND Wine and Cheese. I see him in the chat room. It's another one of our guys over at the other channel. I appreciate it. You know, like when you, Eric, and your Ohio State people, and then like us Notre Dame people, I love it when we encourage each other to jump in each other's channels and support each other, man. That's what it's all about. Just everybody, loving ball, talking ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's awesome. Good to see you there.
yeah, I appreciate it
But
too.
hey, this is Phil Haig again. If you guys didn't know who it was, but hey, Penn State. How do you feel about Penn State this year? I see you guys got them like in November, early November,
Yeah,
somewhere in
first
there.
first game in
How do you guys feel
November.
about
Yeah.
that game?
So we have a saying here on the OHIO podcast. We've been saying it for years, and I'll continue to say it until he proves me wrong. At some point, Phil, James Franklin will James Franklin himself. He always has. He's always done that, and I keep saying it over and over and over again. Until James Franklin proves me wrong, at some point he will James Franklin himself. He will stub his toe. He will make some stupid decision. Against you guys, it was calling out Marcus Freeman in the press conference like an idiot. He does stupid things like this all the time. It's one of the reasons why I don't have a ton of respect for Penn State, despite what the national media says about them this year. Are they going to be good? Yeah, absolutely. They're going to be very good. They're probably a 10, 11 win team this year. They're going to make the college football playoff. They're going to compete for a Big Ten championship again because their roster's that good. They brought on Jim Knowles, and all of a sudden they think they're going to win a national championship. The problem was never their defense. Penn State's defense has never been the problem. The problem has always been James Franklin and his coaching decisions, his game day coaching decisions. And until he proves me wrong, I'm just going to continue to say they're fool's gold. They'll win their 9, 10, 11 games that they should win, and they'll stub their toe and trip over themselves when it matters most against teams like Ohio State, Oregon, and Notre Dame.
And I agree with everything we said. And like I told you last time, James Franklin to me is I told you last time a lot like Signetti. I mean, it's just they talk a big game, they act like they're the greatest of the greatest. Lou Holtz, Nick Saban's, all the great coaches, Tressel, and they're not. They're not, and they always find a way to lose the big games every time. I'm surprised. I think the reason, and I know these AP rankings and preseason rankings don't mean crap, but number 2, I mean, they came out number 2. I was like, really? A team that can never win the big games, and they're going to put them right up top? That was shocking to me a little bit. And I think the only reason is because of the quarterback returning. What do you think?
They are fulfilling the narrative, Phil, that has taken roots in the NIL era. Let me explain that. 2023, Michigan brought back the most returning talent in the country because they were able to use NIL to bring back a lot of that talent. 2024, Ohio State did the exact same thing. A lot of the talent that we had that won a national championship could have and usually would have gone to the NFL after their junior year. They came back their senior year thanks to NIL. We win a national championship. Now the same thing is being portrayed, that narrative is being portrayed in Happy Valley, and they've got a lot of seniors who have come back who could have gone to the NFL but chose to come back as seniors. And because of that, they have a ton of returning talent. And so the narrative has now shifted from Michigan to Ohio State, now over to Penn State. And I think that is why they are the media darlings.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I still see Penn State. I mean, I don't. I think they're still going to be the same old Penn State they are every year. It's like when we played Penn State, Aller found a way to throw an interception at the end and lose it when all they had to do was just run the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, it was that simple. They ran the ball up our throat all day long, and then for whatever reason they get away from the run and it lost them the game. I mean, that's it. It was as simple as that.
Yeah, 100%. You nailed it, dude. That's exactly who they are, and it's what they do at times. Where, like I said, that's the James Franklin effect. James Franklining himself. It's what they do. Phil, we got a full bank of calls, brother. I appreciate the super chats,
All right.
man. I appreciate the phone call.
Hey, a couple real quick things, Eric. I'll promise I'll be super quick.
Go
For
for
one
it.
thing, I noticed the Michigan tickets when you guys go to Michigan this year. That's a big game, as you know. The tickets are $5.56 for the cheapest nosebleeds. Are you kidding me? Are you paying that and going up there, Eric?
Well, first off, you couldn't pay me to go up there. It's dangerous going up there. I'm not joking about that. Is not a joke. I can't tell you how many fans I know who have gotten hurt, gotten in fights, have had to like be escorted out simply for going to watch the game. It is unbelievable how bad it is there. So, no, I'm not going. But when it comes to Ohio State, whoever we play, Phil, the tickets always get jacked. It's the same way with Notre Dame. The tickets always get jacked because they know these fans are coming in, and our fans actually want to see good football. So that's what happens. But yeah, Chris and I are going to the Illinois game, and those tickets aren't going to be cheap either. In fact, they're more expensive going to the Illinois game where Ohio State plays at Champaign, Illinois. Those tickets are more expensive than Ohio State's games, minus the big ones, Penn State and Texas.
Yeah, I just seen 556. That's a lot, and I've been going to Notre Dame games, every game we go to for years, and since I was a kid, and I've never seen ticket prices that ridiculous. I mean, the most expensive game this year is a Texas A&M. I think it's around $450 right now a ticket. But the Big House in Michigan at $556 for the nosebleeds, that caught my eye this morning when I was looking at that. I thought that was ridiculous. And one more quick thing, Eric, I'm going to get off the line. So I'm a big Indianapolis Colts fan. I love to, take my family down to the Colts games every year. And we drafted a defensive end from you guys, JT Tuimoloau. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Tuimoloau, you got it.
Tuimoloau.
Tuimoloau. Yeah.
Yep. What's your thoughts, real quickly, before I get off the air here, on what we just got? What's your thoughts there?
I think JT is very good at playing zone defense. He as far as defensive ends are concerned, he's one of the best about when it comes to dropping back in coverage and filling space. When it comes to the rush, he never developed like we thought he was going to develop when it comes to rushing the quarterback. That's something that I think he's going to have to work on in the NFL, to be honest with you. He's not a terribly quick twitch guy, but he's strong and he's incredibly athletic. As far as like as big as he is, he can move really well. And I think he's a very intelligent football player as well. So I think it's going to be one of those things where maybe by the end of his rookie season, he's really making an impact, but I wouldn't think he's going to make a huge impact right away. That's just kind of my 2 cents, but I think he's probably a guy who you hold on to, you give a second contract to, and he plays 7-8 years in the league, and he probably has maybe 1 or 2 Pro Bowl seasons. That would be my prediction.
Okay.
And since I'm the Wizard of Boggs, that prediction is going to be correct.
All right, man. Hey, I'll let you get back to busting out your glow sticks and dancing away. So we'll talk to you later, buddy.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, guys, we have the phone line. We have 5 phone lines, guys. So there are 4 in the queue, and then now there's 1 spot open. I saw David, you saying, hey, I called and I got a busy signal. Yeah, we have 5 lines. There's 4 in the queue. We're trying to move it along a little quicker here, but the super chats get bumped up to the front. So let me check out the super chats again tonight. Thank you, Phil, for your super chats. Coconut says, we're listening to the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Boggs, because of the wonderful things he does. That's correct. Thank you so much, Coconut. Another $5 holla from the nut. Bubonic plague rife up north. Stay away from Ann Arbor. 100%. And a $2 super chat from Caden the Diesel Freak. OMG, this is crazy, and I've got a lot to say. Well, let's bring him on. Caden, you're on with the Wizard of Boggs.
I thought I sensed the presence of the wizard, but I wasn't wrong. How are you doing, good sir?
I'm doing great. How are you? How's your week going, Caden?
You know what, Eric? You know what really has been puzzling me over the last week is that a fellow viewer of yours, Bergs, has been going on the internet and including Mark Rogers' show, calling me a bunch of horrendous names.
Uh-oh. What'd you do to cause Burks to call you names, buddy?
I didn't do nothing. I just told Burks that I didn't like the way that he was doing things. And that Burks, first of all, Burks was just saying, you know, I'm not worth the about anything. I'm not deserving to be in your presence, Eric. He quoted that. He also told Mark Rogers, I am the biggest delusional idiot on this planet. He said, I am the most effing delusional OSU fan on this planet.
Well, Caden,
by Burke.
Caden, let me give you some advice from the Wizard of Boggs. Ignore it. I know that's hard. I know you're as a man, you want to lash back out, but the bigger man will ignore it and prove that whatever someone says about you is wrong by simply living what is right in front of everybody. So my advice to you is just ignore it.
And you know what, Eric? I haven't responded to Berg's thing, but I wanted to let you know just so you got the heads up notice if you talk to Bergs tonight or Thursday night. Just so you're aware.
Okay.
And the second thing is Mark Rogers. Let's start off. Let me go off with him.
Well, I don't know that, Caden, hold on. I don't know that that's a good idea doing that on my show. I don't know Mark. I've never spoke to Mark before. I don't want there to be beef between Mark and I. So here's my suggestion for you on that, Caden. Take it to your channel. All right? You can say whatever you want on your channel, okay? But let's leave Mark out of this tonight. And I did something for you, Caden. I did something for you. Would you like to know what I have done for you?
You know what? I'm surprised you actually have done something for me.
I made you a theme song.
You made me a theme song.
I made you a theme song. The Wizard of Boggs has many powers. And one of them is to take what you like to do and say and turn it into a theme song. And I will give you, if you like it, I will give you this theme song for your channel if you want it. Would you like to hear it?
Eric, the Wizard of Boggs. Did you seriously make me a theme song?
I made you a theme song. I won't play it unless you want to hear it. I like it. I think it's great.
Play it, Eric. Play it.
All right. He says play it. Give me a second. I will add it to the screen here, and we will play your new theme song. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Oh, that's not the right one. Sorry. Let me see. Let's see here. I thought I had it. Oh, I downloaded the wrong one. Did I? I downloaded the wrong one. Give me one.
Also, Eric,
Give me 1 second. I'll download
have
it.
a big announcement after this theme song.
Well,
that
I tell you
wrote
what.
me.
You give me the big announcement because I have to go find it here and download it again. So, what's your big announcement?
This Friday, please keep your eyes up. I am doing a content creator meetup with a fellow sneaker content creator for the first time ever. And last weekend, I was at SneakerCon Columbus for the first time ever. And a few of the sneaker content creators are meeting me up. And actually, they're going to be doing a live stream at Dave & Buster's with myself at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I will
Whoa.
leave the link to it on my channel. Thursday night, I will be posting where you can find the channel to subscribe with the content creators. But also, please make sure you check out make sure you subscribe to that channel and also my channel so you don't miss out on that live stream from Dave & Buster's, because it's going to be awesome. It's going to be fun, but it's also, two guys that respect each other and also a lot of other guys that respect me, unlike some other individuals on here. They actually respect me for what I do for a living and what I have to say to people and what advice I give them.
So there you go, folks. Dave & Buster's live stream. Caden the man, he wants you to go follow his channel so you don't miss it. All right, Caden, I have it ready. Are you ready for your theme song?
Let's play it, Eric. Play it.
I give everybody carcass. Here we go.
Got Wolverines talking like they're kings of the scene, but we know deep down they ain't all that mean. When November rolls, they start to feel the stress, 'cause they know the shoes where dreams go to rest. Now Sparty's out here with their 6-win hype, acting like they're tough but can't win a fair fight. Iowa's offense, man, that's a crime. Even punters fall asleep most of the time. Here comes the hook. Carcass, ba-doo-ba-da-ba-doo-ba. Carcass, yeah, that's what they all got. Carcass, put them 6 feet down. Buckeyes rolling in to shut them all out. Penn State's calling like they've won this decade, but the Buckeye hammer's what always gets laid. Their whiteout noise, just a bedtime hum. We walk in there and leave them stunned and numb. Wisconsin's dreaming of a Rose Bowl ride, but Dave's got his sights on the natty prize. Nebraska's still stuck in 90s lore. Wake me up when they actually score. Throw that scarlet and gray up. Carcass, ba-doo-ba-da-ba-doo-ba. Carcass, watch them flop and drop. Carcass, bodies on the ground. Buckeyes coming and we ain't messing around. I cut my promos with that steel chair flair, dropping elbows on them like I just don't care. This ain't a game, it's a scarlet fight, and I'm yelling OH all Saturday night. So if you're repping teams not in Columbus town, better brace yourself, we're laying you down. It's not disrespect, it's just cold hard facts. Against Ohio State, y'all just fade to black. One more time for the carcasses. Carcass, ba-doo-ba-da-ba-doo-ba. Carcass, cooked and chopped non-stop. Carcass, every year's the same. Buckeyes bury dreams and take the game. Yeah, you know what it is. Dan's calling in live from the top rope. And if you ain't in scarlet and gray, you're just another carcass.
There it was, Dan. What'd you think, buddy?
You know what, Eric? I like the lyrics, but here's my one thing I would change it a little bit more.
What would you change?
Just a little bit.
What would
I
you?
want it to be more like rock, like heavy rock doom style. Like this actually is like Armageddon.
Okay.
Like Armageddon, like the end is here, like the end, like the actual end of every team is here, Eric. I mean, come on. You gotta give it more anger to it. Come on.
Okay. All right. I'll try again.
I want more anger. I want more anger, and I want a little bit more like 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 Kid Rock, but just I mean mean.
Okay, you want Mean Kid Rock.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'll try. I'll try, buddy.
But other than that, the lyrics are fire.
All right, I will promise, Caden. I will work on another one for you. I'm going to make you a theme song.
But keep the same lyrics. But instead of like elbow dropping, more like tombstone pile driving. Because that's all I did for my life.
Okay.
Is tombstone pile drive.
I got you, buddy. I got you. I'm glad you're having a good week, Caden. Like I said, man, the best advice I can give you is just ignore those people, and you keep working on you. I'm proud of you. I want you to know that I'm proud of you. I have seen a definite change in you. I can hear it in your voice, and I think you've got a future, man. I want you to know that.
But also, Eric, I forgot to mention for that live stream at Dave and Buster's.
Yeah.
It's also where next month I'm going to announce this. I'm going on a 20 versus 1 blind date with 20 women, single women, next month.
What?
So you're going to have to catch that. But I'm going to tell you this: the women that are going to be featured in next month's video that I'm going to be part of, because these guys are trying to help me find my first girlfriend. Let's just say they amped up the stakes for me because they know their homeboy is nobody to play with and nobody to mess with. And that's all I got to say about that. So, Notre Lane fans, how about you do me a favor and go yourself, because y'all can't hold a candle to me. You can't hold my work boots. And the same can be said to those Scum fans. See, here's the thing, Scum fans. You think you're so bad. You think you're so tough. Well, Eric, if the song didn't say who the toughest one of the bunch is, that's me. So all you Scum fans, including Burks, you dumb, delusional pieces of... you better be ready for when I really drop the bomb. And guess what? The photos of my first girlfriend go up next month before I hit the field of corn and soybeans. So be sure to stay tuned as always. And Eric, I'll be doing a live stream Wednesday night, 6 p.m. So be sure to join me for that huge announcement of what's going to take place at Dave & Buster's with the boys at a couple of a sneaker store and just some other content creators that are helping me find my first girlfriend. So you better all stay tuned. It is always OHIO, Michigan, Notre Lane. We're going to be the 12-time undisputed national champions. And here's another thing, Eric. You know which team we're about to have more rings than?
Who's that?
Sooner than later. Yale. They have 18, will be 19-time champions by the time we're done. And Coach Day's retired. So how about that, OSU fans? Woo!
Good night, Caden. Have a good one, buddy. OH.
Go Bucks!
He never ceases to amaze me. He's in a good mood, everybody. Hey, man, good vibes, 20 chances. I like his odds. The Wizard of Boggs likes his odds. I think there's a Buckeye girl out there for Caden somewhere. She probably likes pro wrestling. She probably likes demolition derbies and truck and tractor pulls. She probably likes John Deere. She's out there somewhere. I can feel it. Caden, good luck, buddy. Good luck. Woo! What a night we are having tonight. You know, there's only one thing that can make this any better, ladies and gentlemen. That is bringing on the Dark Lord himself, Buck Vader. Let's bring on Buck Vader. Welcome to the OHIO podcast, Buck Vader. You are on tonight with the Wizard of Boggs.
Hey, Wizard of Boggs, it's Vader. How's it going?
It's going really well tonight, and it's going excellent for Caden. So there you have it, my man. There you have it. First off, Buck Vader, thank you so much, man, for working with TG and Sean over at the Buckeye Lounge. You guys are doing fantastic work. You're doing God's work over there, man. Just killing it over there at the Buckeye Lounge. Cannot wait for tomorrow's video to drop of their most recent Buckeye interview. It's going to be great, everybody. Make sure you check that out tomorrow morning right here at the OHIO podcast. But I got to ask you, Buck Vader, we haven't got into some of the topics that I wanted to talk about, specifically Paul Feinbaum, who says he will leave the country if an SEC team doesn't win the national championship this year, and he has the gumption to say Ohio State will not even make the college football playoff in 2025. Buck Vader, what is your thoughts on Paul Feinbaum?
Feinbaum says he'll leave the country if the SEC doesn't win the national title. I'm extremely excited about this. This makes who I'm pulling for very simple. First, obviously the Buckeyes. Second, every team that isn't that team up north or in the SEC. We have to make this happen. If this doesn't motivate a team, I honestly don't know what will. He is so full of crap. I remember when saying got to Alabama, he was like he's the next Drew Brees. He becomes a Buckeye. Now he's always been overrated. So if he wants to leave, I'll buy him a plane ticket and help him pack. But I get to pick the destination.
Okay, you said you get to pick the destination. Where would that destination be, Buck Vader? I would love to know, Buck Vader, where you would like that destination to be for Paul Feinbaum if you're going to pack his bags and pay for his trip out of the country. I would love to know what that would be. Being the fact that you're Buck Vader, I would think it would probably be what's that country that they blew up with the Death Star and Star Wars? Maybe that's where you're sending him. Oh man, yeah. Everybody in the chat's supporting you on that one, Buck Vader. Next question, as you're giving me your answer on where you want to send Paul Feinbaum to, I also want to know, Buck Vader, what your thoughts are about the QB battle currently. We've talked about Julian Sain and Lincoln Keenholz a little bit, so get that answer ready for me too, if you'd like. There, Buck Vader. I'll give you a second.
Gaza.
What was that?
Gaza.
Did you all catch that? Did you all catch that? I don't know that I can repeat that. That's terrible. Terribly funny. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Buck Vader. Someone put in the chat what he said in case you didn't catch it. All right, Vader. Let's change the subject. What do you think about the current QB battle, brother?
I listened to Coach Day press conference. He said neither quarterback pulled ahead. I still think it's going to be Sain. But the most important thing to me is he said both quarterbacks are improving. I really don't care which one wins the job as long as he's the best choice to help us win games, and that could be a different guy as the season moves forward.
100%, buddy. I'm with you. I'm with you. I still think it's Julian Sain that's going to get the nod, but oh my gosh, dude, I can't get over your answer. Sir. You are a funny dude. You are a funny dude, man. Oh, you make me laugh. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Is there anything else you want to talk about before you give your tease that I know you want to give?
Hey, I'm really impressed with how Coach Day is taking advantage of the unlimited coaches rule. He's not only hiring coaches in numbers but hiring quality coaches, like over the weekend he hired Boyer, a guy with an unbelievable resume. We have the best coach-to-player ratio in the Power 4. Ask anyone in education, that's key to learning and in this case development. It also could become a recruiting tool in the long run. I am actually thinking of doing a Buckeye Force report where I would explore this in more detail. If you think people would be interested.
Yeah, they would be interested. Yeah, dude. I'm going to try to get to your next Vader Force report, Vader, here in a day or two. I tried to pump out a few of those for you to try to catch up. So if you all not familiar how this works, Vader does the research. He types out for me what he wants to say. I have a program that I can put it in and create the little the short, and it's a teamwork effort here between Vader and myself. But everything you see in those videos or you hear or read, those are 100% Buck Vader's thoughts and his words that you are watching and listening to in those shorts. And so all I did is just use some technology to help him out, but that is all 100% his time and effort and work in putting all those thoughts and research together. Hats off to you, Buck Vader. You are a fantastic Buckeye fan. I just want you to know that. Really, really good. Really, really good stuff, dude. Yeah, the chat saying do it, man. They want to hear it, man. So absolutely get it together, brother. We'll make it happen. Anything else before you leave us with your good tease?
Sean Shruk has a big announcement. I don't want to drop any names, but I'm calling this week at the Buckeye Lounge Legends Week.
The Buckeye Lounge Legends Week. The Legend Show. Ooh. That's got a good ring to it. All right, Buck Vader, man, I love it, dude. I love it when you call in. I love it when we do this. It means the world to me. You keep feeding me this stuff, brother, and I'll keep doing my very best to make sure that I promote it for you. Also, thank you, Buck Vader, for promoting the OHIO podcast, the Buckeye
Thanks
Lounge.
for having me on. Everyone watch the Buckeye Lounge and check out the Buckeye Force reports. I may have some fun things coming for my Vader fans. Also, everyone get a membership. You get so much exclusive videos, free shipping on merchandise, and in my opinion the best season preview magazine I've seen. Or do super chat to support the best Buckeye channel. OH.
IO. Thank you, Vader. There he goes, man. He's killing it, guys. He is absolutely killing it. The dude is a legend. He's my man. He is my man. That got me, guys. I ain't gonna lie. That got me. That one got me. All right. He mentioned Sean Schrock. Sean's next up, man. It's just how it goes in line here. Let's go down to the van down by the river. What's happening, Schrockstar?
What's going on, my brother?
Man, we're doing it. We're doing it tonight. The Wizard of Boggs, man, he's laying it out for everybody. I'm trying to change lives, give predictions, drop some songs for everybody.
I love it, man. Hey, I'm going with Sane. I think it needs to be Sane, and I think they should be giving him the bulk of the reps to get him ready.
I think they're going to go one more week to just make sure. I don't know how much more they're going to be able to learn in 1 week if it's this tight. I think if it's this tight, don't you have to go with the guy who's got the most upside?
I think you got to go whoever you trust the most. I mean, honestly.
Well,
who do you think gives you the best chance to win? And that's what I'm going with. I mean,
you know what
who's your guy?
Yeah, what was very interesting about the press conference today was someone asked him what this quarterback battle reminded him of, and he went back to Dwayne Haskins and Joey Burrow.
Oh man, if it's that close, that worries me, honestly.
Yeah, that's what he went back to that I thought that was interesting. I wonder. I'm just throwing this. Obviously, one of the biggest faults of the beat is that when he drops something like that, there's not a follow-up question by the media that would be like, okay, so here's the follow-up question. Do you regret your decision that you helped make in 2018 when you chose Dwayne Haskins over Joe Burrow? That's the follow-up question. Because if he answers slightly yes, then you understand why he's got this hesitation going on right now.
See, I know everybody goes back to that. They point out the year that Burrow had, but Burrow had a big year, second year down on the LSU, not the first year when Dwayne Haskins lit it up. Haskins was ahead of him and beat him out head to head. People forget about that. And that season Dwayne Haskins had was legendary, man. If they didn't crap the bed at, Iowa or was it Purdue, one of those, I forget which one it was at, but I mean,
it was Iowa in 2018, yeah. Or
no, Burrow didn't.
No, it was. I take that back. It was Purdue because Dwayne Haskins broke the passing record at Purdue and we still lost.
I mean, people forget that Joey Burrow really didn't set the world on fire that first year down at LSU.
No,
it was that second year.
Correct. You're 100%.
So I mean, the year Haskins had blew him out of the water that year. So I mean, I don't blame Ryan Day one bit about it because you couldn't see that Burrow was going to go into that. And look at the team he had with him, and it was just the right offense. But Haskins, I mean, he legitimately beat him out. So I mean, you let the best man win. I'm just wondering if he's doing what he did with Justin Fields and Chris Chugginoff. He just doesn't want to hand it over to Sane. He wants to make him earn it. I mean, because if you remember, he did not name Justin Fields for a while.
No,
I mean, we all knew it was going to be Fields, but he still was trying to play it like it was some kind of this big competition.
Right, and competition breeds, you either rise, you sink or swim with competition. And I think that's maybe what they're trying to do is maybe trying to rise Saints game, trying to level them up a little bit through this. But I think if you were to ask me, is this different than what they've had in the past, Sean? I'm going to say yes. I do think Lincoln Keenholz is actually making this a stiffer competition than what was talked about in the past. That's just my feeling I'm getting based off of what I'm hearing from people who I trust. I'll throw a couple names out there of people who have caused me to pause on this a little bit. Bobby Carpenter's one of them.
All right.
So that's one person that I think is saying, guys, this is 100% a competition. He's been to more practices than I have. He's actually been to more practices than the media has, to be honest with you, because he gets access to the program that even the media doesn't get because he's a former player. And when he says this is more of a competition than what people realize, I'm going to listen to that.
Sure.
So that's one of the reasons why. A lot of former players were at today's practice. Obviously, none of them are going to come out and be like, here's the guy who's on, this guy was much, but, some of them have said that the quarterbacks looked good or the quarterbacks looked equal or, I'm hearing things like that, different messages that are being said or sent. So I don't know, Sean. I still think it's Julian Sane. I still think that'll be the one they go with, and I'm until I hear different. That's how I'm going to think. But I'm not called the Wizard of Boggs for nothing, I guess.
No, you're not. We just got done doing. Me and TG just got done doing a pre-record with Mr. Steve Bellastari, and he was at practice. And he talked a little bit about the quarterbacks, and I get the feeling that he thinks Sane's the man.
Okay. Good. That's good insight. By the way, everybody, you'll be able to watch that tomorrow morning on the OHIO podcast. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel, ring the bell so you never miss an episode or a new video drop like that one. Sean, I got to ask you about Paul Feinbaum, dude. Buck Vader.
That guy's an idiot.
But Buck Vader said he would help pack his bags and pay for his trip out of the U.S., but he gets to pick the destination. He picked a location that is pretty war torn right now. I didn't know if you heard that or not.
I couldn't understand what you said. I missed it.
Okay. Go to the chat and scroll up some of the people. I'm not gonna say it out loud. I don't want to get in trouble here by YouTube. It's a very sensitive location right now. I think you can probably pick up what I'm putting down. So, anyways, it made me laugh, dude. I'm sorry, it made me laugh. But yeah, Paul Feinbaum, dude. Like, I want Buckeye Nation to know he is an ESCCPN shill. That's all he is.
Yeah. He's carrying their water.
Yes.
He carries SEC water. I mean, it's like, guys, it's like the Michigan media. They do everything Michigan tells them to do, and he's doing the same thing with the SEC. He's going to push hard for the SEC, no matter if they're the worst conference or the best conference. He's always going to declare them better than everybody else because that's what he gets paid to do. That's who signs his paychecks.
Yep.
So, I mean, shouldn't be a real surprise to anybody that he's being like this because that's how he's always been.
Yeah. It's who he is.
I just think you lose credibility when you say Ohio State won't make the playoffs. You just go too far there. You're just being an idiot when you say stuff like that.
What you do is you give us cannon fodder now. You give us ammunition. Mm-hmm. You give shows like this ammunition to come back on you when we do make the playoffs and laugh in your face. And literally, you look like an idiot. Of course, I'm saying this about a man, and here I am wearing a Swami hat on my head tonight, standing in front of a green screen of this guy. So,
of course, he does that, and he knows he knows everybody's going to hate watch him too. Yeah, so it's just going to drive his numbers up. When he sits there and he badmouths Ohio State fans, he knows how passionate our fan base is. He knows how, it's going to get under people's skin. And what are they going to do? They're going to go jump on his channel and just start trolling away and going after him. And you know what? That's just more views for him and more algorithm, and that's just helping him. The best thing to do is just ignore the idiot and just pretend he doesn't exist. But I know that's a lot harder to do than, know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do know what you're saying. Hey, quick question, Sean. Did you like my theme song that I made for Caden?
Yes.
He wants me to make it harder. More Kid Rock.
Metal.
Yeah, he wants Kid Rock, Tombstone Pile Driver, not a flying elbow from the top rope, is how he worded that. So,
okay.
The only thing I could think of that would make it a little bit harder was more cowbell. Maybe, right?
If you got the prescription for it,
If you understand that reference, you're a good human being.
Oh, heck yeah, I do. Hell yeah. we both are Saturday Night Live fans, so
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah. 100%, buddy. All right, man. We got a full queue. We're moving on. Thanks for the call tonight,
Hey, wait a minute. I got a big announcement.
Yeah. That's right. Vader teased it. He said there's a Buckeye Lounge Legends show coming up. What we got, dude?
Wednesday, we are going live at 8 p.m. Former Buckeye great Mr. Keith Byers is coming on the show. We're going live 8 p.m. Saturday.
We're not worthy.
I mean, not Saturday, Wednesday. Wednesday at 8 o'clock, Keith Byers.
Keith Byers, Ohio State legend, 8 o'clock in the Buckeye Lounge, Wednesday. Don't miss the Buckeye Lounge tomorrow night, 8 o'clock as well. No, 7:30 tomorrow, correct?
No, we're going 8. We're going 8. It got canceled, so we're going 8 o'clock.
Good
we
deal.
We have to postpone the Andy Joe interview.
Okay.
So 8 o'clock tomorrow, we're going to have Donnie Nicky and Maurice Hall from the O2 National Championship team. And Wednesday, we're also doing, I won't give out who the guest is, but we're doing a pre-record on Wednesday also. So, and it is an Ohio State legend. Put it that way. That's why Buck Bader said legends. There's plural, but we're going to do a pre-record. Then after that's over, we're going to take a little bit of a break. Then we're going to come back, and Mr. Keith Byers is going to grace us with his presence. And I am just so excited. I know Vader is. I know Dealey will be, and I know you and Chris are big fans of him too. So I mean, get your questions ready for him, guys, and we'll make sure we'll try our best to get everybody's questions into him. If you want to get to the top of the list, though, guys, make sure you during the show, if you super chat, that gets you right up to the top. So.
Yep. Super chat your questions tomorrow. Donnie, Nicky, Maurice Hall tomorrow, 8 o'clock on the Buckeye Lounge. And then Wednesday, Keith Byers will be joining the Buckeye Lounge at 8 o'clock. And again, super chat questions will move to the front of the line, and that way you make sure that they get asked in these interviews. Sean, dude, you guys are killing it, man. Chris is in the chat. He said the Buckeye Lounge is killing it. Yes, you guys are. You're doing a fantastic job. You've added so much value to the OHIO podcast and our channel. We really appreciate it, Sean.
Hey, Vader plays a big part on that show. He's helped us get guests. He does a lot. He helps us with the questions, and he does all this research for us, and it just makes life so much easier for me and TG. And we love the guy, and we appreciate him so much. And he's a key part of our team, man. It wouldn't be as good if we didn't have him. So, and of course, we got to thank you and Chris for giving us the platform and for freaking all your guys' support and help and letting us be us. And you guys have helped us out so much. We've learned so much from you guys, and we can't thank you guys enough for what you've done for us and what you continue to do for us. So thank you guys, and all the fans for supporting us, all our friends, all the views, all the comments. We love you guys, and we appreciate you.
We appreciate you, Sean. Great phone call as always, my man. We'll see you a bit over in the chat. In the chat.
Great show as usual, brother. Keep it going.
Peace out, buddy. OH.
IO. Scum sucks.
I love it. Man, we're going to keep it moving tonight, guys. Keeping it moving. Tyler, what's happening, buddy?
Oh, I'm great, Eric. I'm great.
What would you like to know from the Wizard of Boggs?
Something.
You say it. Say it.
So,
say it with your chest, brother.
I'm thinking. So, the press conference today, I was like, you know how the media is trying to poke and prod and trying to force Ryan Day to actually announce the starter? Why is it that I had a legitimate question in my head, like, why is the beat media trying to force Ryan Day to announce it? So, like immediately.
I don't know. It's I mean, I guess maybe they're just trying to work on the depth chart in their on their websites and their stories and I mean, I don't. Outside of what's happening on the offensive line, do you truly have a question of who's going to be the starter outside of the offensive line, what position they're in the quarterback? I don't. I think it's pretty obvious who the starters are.
Exactly, but I'm just like this. So why is it that one position, like I know the quarterback position is the most valuable position in all of football, especially at OSU. But I'm like this: if we are so concerned about it, that's a much more of a bigger red flag, in my opinion. If Ryan Day said Julian Sang and Lincoln Keenel are like Joe Burrow and Dwayne Haskins, hey, what we have seen, they are very successful. So if Ryan Day is describing them as either of them in comparison, hey, they were extremely successful.
Yes. Yes, they were. In fact, so you're not wrong about that. Um, I I don't know that he's comparing them. I don't know that he's comparing them, Tyler, to the style or the level of play. I think he's comparing them in the closeness of the competition and how it reminded him of 2018 when he was the offensive coordinator. I think that's what he's saying, not necessarily that Lincoln Keenholz reminds him of Joe Burrow and Julian Sain reminds him of Dwayne Haskins. I don't think that's what he's saying. I think that the competition between the two reminds of the competition that they had in 2018.
And that's what I don't understand too. Once you just announced, let's just say we announced Julian as the starter already. Like, Texas could already prep for Julian right now.
Well, they already
okay.
They're already like. Here's the thing, though, and I'm glad you brought this up, Tyler. I don't know that you have to prep differently for these guys. I watched them with my own two eyes. They're not so different. Julian Sain can move around in the pocket. He's got good feet. Lincoln Keenholz can throw the ball deep. He's got a strong arm. Is it as good as Julian's? No. Is Julian has got quicker feet as Lincoln? No. But it's not like they can't do those things. And so I don't know how much you're trying to how much this is really affecting the preparation of Texas. I'll be quite honest with you, Tyler. I think Texas has got their own problems right now that they're dealing with, including the offensive line.
Yeah, and that's another thing too, Eric. I wanted to bring up. And I'm going to go on the Paul Feinbaum thing too in a minute. So, if we are so worried about the quarterback position, I trust Ryan Day's going to have that prepared. I trust him. Do I trust Texas to have their offensive line prepared for us with their injuries and not to mention all their new starting offensive line prior to injury coming into the horseshoe? I think that's a bigger problem for Texas than worrying about our quarterback, because I trust Ryan Day and his preparation.
I do too. I agree with that. I think that that's a good point. All right, let me hear your Paul Feinbaum take, Tyler. This ought to be fun.
So, Paul Feinbaum, you do realize at a bare minimum, Ohio State's going to win 10 games a year or 11 at the minimum. It's just a simple fact. We're going to win 10 or 11 games every year at the bare minimum. So we're going into a playoff. It's going to happen. Now, the seeding is going to be the question. Are we going to be a top seed or are we going to be an 8 seat like we were last year, and we went to go on to win the national championship. So, Paul, do you legitimately think, honestly, that Ohio State's gonna not make the playoffs?
I think he thought it was cute. That's what I think. I think he thought it was cute that he was going to get some extra clicks by doing this, by saying something like this. So I don't know that he really even thought that much about it, to be honest with you, Tyler. I don't I think we give Paul Feinbaum too much credit. I don't think he sat down and he's analyzed this and he's looked at it like us fans have, that he's gone through the numbers and crunched the numbers like we have and gone through every team's schedule and come up with who beats who and this is how we get to where we're. I don't think he's done any of that. I think he gets paid to sit there and take phone calls on his SEC program from a lot of hillbillies in the South who are Roll Tide and Rocky Top, and you know what I'm talking about if you've heard his show. Characters. He takes phone calls from characters, and he gets paid to sit there and act halfway more intelligent than the people who are calling into his program. And then he gets on ESPN, and all he does is he doubles down on the narratives that the ESCCPN want pushed. It's all about Bama, Georgia, Ole Miss, Tennessee, Florida, LSU. Did I miss anybody? South Carolina. Oh yeah, by the way,
Auburn, Florida.
we might throw Clemson in that in the ACC and give in Miami and give them a bone every now and then. But we don't care about them because that's not big boy football. That is the narrative. And so the fact he went out there and he said what he said about leaving the country, Tyler, if the SEC doesn't win a national championship, buddy, he better hope. He better be on his knees come Sunday morning praying to the good Lord above that God throws the South a bone this year, because if they lose 3 years in a row to the North, to whether it be Big Ten or whether it be Notre Dame or somebody like that, he's going to have a reckoning on his program from people like you and me, Tyler.
And I'm going to add on to that too, Eric. And I've got one more thing to say, because I've ran into a bunch of Michigan fans today too, Eric. Oh, and they had a lot to say to me today.
You always run
So
into Michigan fans, Tyler. What's going on with that?
Eric, I'm telling you, I don't know what it is with North Carolina. There's more Michigan fans here than I've ever met in Ohio. It's sad. But and the one that really struck me, Eric, was this one guy. He was an old man. He was about your age.
You just called me an old man.
Well, I don't know how old he was. I was just like, he was old. I was like, I don't know how old he is. But he's like, your championship is not real. That's our championship.
That's just delusional, Tyler. It's just delusional.
Like, hey, bro, did you really just tell me that?
You just compared me to an old delusional Michigan fan, Tyler. Come on, man.
I'm so sorry, Eric. I am so sorry. I did not think that I was going to. Well, I'm just saying, though, it was. But the fact was, it was embarrassing, Eric. It was embarrassing.
Yeah. Well, that is embarrassing. The Natural said, that's our championship, question marks. LOL, you can't make this crap up. Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, dude, you've got scum radar on you, man. You're like the light that I put up when I go camping that attracts the moths and bugs and zaps them. That's who you are, Tyler. They're so attracted to you, man. You got
I never thought about it
you
that
got
way.
scumdar. Tyler's got scumdar.
Look out, radar for some fans.
Yes, you got scumdar, dude.
Oh
We
my
need-
goodness, Eric!
we need
I've
to
never
find
heard that before. But
we
that's
need to find a cure for you. The Wizard of Boggs will find a cure for you, Tyler.
please, Eric. This is sad down here. This
My
is sad.
gosh. All right, buddy. I got to get
So
to my
scum
next phone
sucks.
calls, man. I appreciate you calling in, brother. OH.
Scum sucks.
Oh my gosh, it's just getting better. 402, you're in the hole. 740, you're on, or 402, you're on deck. 740, you are in the hole. Let's go to 260. Welcome to the OHIO podcast. You're talking to the Wizard of Boggs. This sounds like Ray. Oh, Ray's on delay. Can you hear it, everybody? Ray, can you hear us? Ray, you're on. Ray. All right, we're gonna have to return Ray to the queue. All right, let's go to the 402. He's next. Ray, you need to hit your go live button there on YouTube so you catch back up. Let's go to the 402. This is a new number, everybody.
Yeah.
Four.
Yeah. Who could the 402 be? Could it be the other day from Husker Nation?
Oh my gosh. What is up, Dave from Husker Nation?
You know what got me to subscribe? Thank you for hosting TJ Burkle and the Common Fan Podcast on your show.
You're welcome, dude. I appreciate it. Those guys are great guys, man. They are my favorite dudes from the land of Lincoln, man.
Yeah, no, I love what you guys do. It's not just about, how dominant OSU is. As a child of the 80s and 90s, this is what a Nebraska podcast should be like, where you got to wait 30 minutes to get in. So I dial into our podcast and I'm in right away. So.
Well, as a child of the 80s and 90s, I'm sure you can appreciate my backdrop tonight and the character I'm trying to portray. So,
yep.
we do things a little different sometimes.
Do some wizardry on Matt Rule 3.0.
Hey,
please.
buddy, listen. I'm high on Nebraska this year. I think there's a track record here for Matt Rule. There's a track record. Year number 3 at UMass. He took over a bad program. He had to cut everything, rebuild it, made it to about a 500 program in year 2. Year 3, he's competing at an upper echelon level. Did the same thing at Baylor. Came into Nebraska. The blueprint was there. Everybody talked about it. He's got Dylan Raiola in year number 2. He's got a lot of the people in place. And I'll tell you this much too, my friend. I specifically today was looking at the Nebraska game against the team up north of what we call scum, aka Michigan. I'm convinced.
Yeah, meat chicken.
Yeah, I'm convinced Cornhuskers win that football game. I'm convinced of it.
Yeah, that's the biggest game of our season, I'd say. Yeah, we got to win that home game.
100%. What do you like about Matt Rule? What do you think Matt Rule needs to improve upon as a Husker fan?
Well, he's horrible in game. He can't do the in game. Like losing to Iowa 13-10 2 years in a row is inexcusable. So, I think I'm grateful that our big brother in the Big Ten, OSU, recognizes us as a minor blue blood and decided to take it easy on us on October, whatever it was, 24th last year. And, we gave you a scare, but it was kind of like a little little brother playing his big brother in basketball, like, hey, you might win. And all of a sudden, big brother, it's like, shot block. Yeah, you can't get over me. So, no, I appreciate the way you guys treated us in Columbus because it gave us hope. So,
Well, I'll say this, dude. Whatever happened between the week before against Indiana and the week after in Columbus, I don't like it was night and day. You guys play that way against Indiana, you beat them. It was a
yeah,
completely different team. And I think, to be honest with you, I think in a way this was kind of what was to be expected in year number one with Dylan Raiola. You were going to have really high highs, Dave, and you were going to have really some inexcusable, like, what was he thinking moments. And the second half of that
yeah,
season felt like there was more of those than the beginning half. Maybe competition level, maybe just health, the speed of the game. But I'm convinced Dylan Raiola is in year number two is a much better option than Underwood in year number one. I'm also convinced that Nebraska's got a better coaching staff than Michigan. I think that
yeah. I
I
think
think it's
Holgerson's underrated. I think he's an offensive guru, and we'll see if it translates to the Big Ten. It worked in the Big 12, but will it work in the Big Ten?
yeah. Some of the chat here, Dave says that Sean, who just called in a little bit before you, he says Nebraska is definitely a blue blood. So you've got a one Buckeye
No, I
saying,
appreciate that. Well, because when in your podcast, I think you and your partner it was kind of decided we fell out of blue blood status, and my opinion is blue blood is like royalty, and if Prince Harry in Santa Barbara, California, is no longer royalty, so is Nebraska no longer blue blood. But if he is still royalty, then Nebraska is still blue blood. That's my opinion.
and I respect that opinion, and it's definitely something that can be taken into account. My co-host Chris Wild says I'm drinking the Roll-Aid. I think Nebraska's a good team and could compete for the fourth spot in the Big Ten. If the Big Ten in the college football playoff, in other words, he's saying if the Big Ten gets four teams in the college football playoff, he expects Nebraska to be one of those teams that's competing for that spot. I do as well, by the way. I think Nebraska, if I
Hey, we
recall,
we 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 we'd celebrate like we won a natty if we were the SMU next year.
hmm I think if I recall, didn't I have Nebraska at 9-3 in my prediction?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were bullish, but you got to get to 10. I think to get to the playoffs. So
Right.
we got to get 10 and
But
2.
you're on the doorstep, man. You're in the conversation
Yeah.
going into the end of the season. And here's the thing. The main thing is you got to beat Iowa. Just like Ohio State, Ryan Day has
Yeah.
to beat Michigan. Matt Rule, the Cornhuskers, they've got to beat Iowa. I can't stand Iowa. They're my second least favorite team in the Big Ten right now, and it's another thing we have in common as Buckeyes and Cornhuskers. And I'll say this, dude.
Yeah. No, yeah. Go ahead. I mean, having Iowa beat you in football 13-10 2 years in a row is like having your Down syndrome cousin beat you in one-on-one basketball. So, yeah, we're not happy about that, and I think we'll win this year.
That's quite the analogy, Dave. Oh my goodness, the callers today are killing me. Yeah, no, we need to make sure that happens, bro. We need to make sure that happens, man. I appreciate you calling in, and let me say this. I have had nothing but great interactions with Nebraska fans. They are some of my favorite fans outside of Buckeye Nation to talk to watch a game with. I've sat next to Nebraska fans. Nebraska fans, Northwestern fans are two of my favorite people that don't wear scarlet and gray in the conference to watch a game with and to interact with, to tailgate with. You guys are good people, man. I really mean that.
Yeah, appreciate that, Eric. Yeah, we've been there before. I've been at the 94, 95, and 97 national championship games. So I hope my kids get to experience one of those one day. So Ohio State, is the emblem of the Big Ten. So we have so much respect for you, and I hope we can join you on the perch one day.
Sounds good, brother. Dave, I appreciate the phone call, man. Don't be a stranger, dude. You call back whenever you like, man. We'll talk Husker football, dude. It's a joy to get more people from outside the state of Ohio to call in and talk about their teams with us. We have quite a few Notre Dame fans who do it, and we even have one Michigan fan. His name's Burks. He likes to call in and talk with us too. So
Yeah,
it's a good time.
We'll beat those guys for you guys. Yeah, no, I appreciate it.
Sounds good. Thanks for calling, Dave. Have a good one, buddy.
You too.
What a pleasant fella, man. What a nice surprise that was. That was good. All right, let's go. Let's try once again. We're gonna try Ray one more time here. Let's see if he's caught back up to us. Ray.
Eric.
Yes, Ray. I hear you now, buddy. How are you?
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry we messed up there a minute ago. Where's Chris, on vacation?
No, Chris and I switched tonight. Chris is going to do Thursday this week because I have my kids coming to visit with me before they go to college at the end of the week. So Thursday night is going to be a family night for me. So I asked Chris if he would switch with me. So that's why you got the Wizard of Boggs on Monday night.
Well, your kids are in college?
Yeah. Didn't you hear? Tyler called me old, man. I'm old.
I called you an old man. I know. I heard that. I mean, crap, I wish I was. They'd call me that. You're only in your 40s, aren't you?
Yeah. You wish you were as old as me there.
Yeah, I'm in my 70s. I'm pushing 80 now. 76 in another week and a half.
Well, you might be pushing 80, but buddy, you're in better shape than most people I know my age, man, including myself.
Yeah, I ran Saturday and Sunday 3 miles, so I'm making a little bit of progress.
Attaboy. I'm still getting up early and walking, Ray. I'm still putting in the miles, man. My A1C.
Good for you. How many miles you walking?
I'm up to about 1.7 miles is how much I can walk before I have to.
Oh, that's good.
Before I have to get home and get cleaned up and head to work.
Does your wife walk with you?
No, she doesn't like to get up early in the morning. She likes to sleep in, and she's going back to work this week. She's a teacher, and so the schools are starting this week, so she had to go back to work.
Man, I'm telling you, I think this is one of the muggiest summers I've ever seen. How about you?
The bugs are bad. I know that. I mowed my lawn today, and it was like mowing dust and dirt. The grass was very patchy today.
Yeah, we've got quite a bit of rain, though, haven't we?
We had, but not lately. We actually need some rain.
Oh, not for you lately. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how's the team looking?
They're looking good, Ray. I think we've definitely made some strides. I think we're a lot deeper. I think the offensive line is looking really good. I think the running backs are looking good. We know the wide receivers are good. The tight ends are looking really good. The big question mark is quarterback on offense still. Defensively, I think we look better on the defensive line than what I thought we were going to. The linebackers look great, and the secondary is excellent. The defense is going to be very, very good. I am confident in that. If Texas beats us, Ray, it's going to be because it is a low-scoring game, and we weren't able to move the ball offensively. I don't think Texas is going to walk into the shoe and put up a bunch of points on this defense. They're just too good.
Well, I hope so. I'd like to see us put a good whipping on them. It's going to be tough. I know it's going to be a really close game, but hey, when you play the best, you gotta just pick your game up. You know.
That's it. 100%. You got it. Ray, what do you think of Paul Feinbaum?
I tell you that guy. He's a jerk. I used to call his show all the time. He'd put me on hold sometimes 3-4 hours, and then he'd hang up on me and crap. I got tired of dealing with him. One time, if he's in a good mood, he'll let you get in. The other 3 times, he'll go with all the people from the South. You know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Like I said, he
knows where your calls are coming in from, so he picks his spots. Once in a while, he'll let somebody from Indiana or Michigan get in there, but most of the time it's going to be a program of Southeastern Conference people completely.
Yeah, you nailed it, 100%.
As
100%.
far as ESPN goes, he gets on there and he's still talking that the bullies up north aren't going to get any penalties and all that crap.
Yep.
We're in a new week though. I can't. I'm scratching my head. We're in the middle of August now, and they still haven't. You haven't heard anything, have you?
No, it's quiet, man.
Yeah.
Although someone told me he said he heard from a little birdie, and I don't know if that little birdie was lying to him or if the little birdie was made up. I don't know, but he heard from a little birdie that this is the calm before the storm for Michigan. Take that for what you want.
Calm for the storm.
Yep.
Well, I hope they do the right thing. They need to nail them good. If they don't, I'm going to be very disappointed in the NCAA, especially as long as we've waited for. People say it's 2 years, but don't it go all the way back to 2021?
Yeah, it does. It's 2021, 2022, and part of 2023.
It's about 4 years.
Well, it's 2.5. Yeah.
So, but the quarterback position, it sounds like it's pretty up in the air, but maybe he's just saying that stuff too to keep both of them excited and
Possibly.
keep the team on edge.
Yeah, possibly. I think we'll see what happens in a week. I'm getting kind of mixed signals from people. Maybe it's more real than what we thought. I don't know. We'll find out. But one thing's for sure, man. He better have one picked here soon because after this Saturday scrimmage, Ray, they have a full week of practice and another scrimmage, and then after that, he's got 2 weeks to get ready for Texas. That's all that's left would be 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. We got a lot of, like I said, we've got a lot of talent, but the only thing worries me is a little inexperience we've got. At the defensive line. It's going to be they're talented, but can they produce in a big game like this?
Yeah, well, it's in game number 1 too, and that's the thing. But there is an
I
advantage.
know.
There is an advantage here, Ray. It's at home, and that
Right.
that home crowd will be frothy. I wish it was a night game, but it's not. It's going to be a noon kick. That crowd is going to be it's going to be frothy. I think that's going to be a big home field advantage for us. I do.
I hope our people aren't selling their tickets to Texas fans.
I hope not, but if they are, boy, they're paying paying a pretty penny. They're going for over $1,000 in some seats.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's expensive ticket. Yeah, so I think it's going to be mostly Ohio State fans. There'll be some Texas fans there, but it's going to be majority Ohio State fans. It's not going to be like it was in the playoff against Tennessee.
So that new athletic director, did he come up with a plan to get the crowd to be louder, or how are they going to do that?
Yeah, he's working on home some what he's calling the home field experience. He's trying to change some different things up, trying to add some new things, create some new traditions. We'll see how it goes. I think the main thing is you're going to have a jacked up crowd who's coming off a national championship victory against a huge opponent, and there's going to be a ton of juice there. And that's not something that that you're going to have to try to manufacture or pump in. It's going to be natural because the fans are going to be juiced, the players are going to be juiced. So I think it's going to be a great home field experience for everybody, but most importantly for the Buckeyes. I do believe that, Ray. That's a good question.
Yeah, let's hope it's a sweet victory. Hey, God bless you. OH.
Io, thanks for calling, Ray. One of these days, I'm going to have to ask him what channel he's listening to in the background. I heard like a WTEP or something. I know he lives in Indiana. I'd have to I have to figure out what radio station he's got listed to the background. Oh man, what a great dude. All right, let's go. Let's talk to the marvelous one. Hello, Mika.
Hey, Podfather.
How are you this evening?
Hey,
Welcome,
doing well. How are you?
welcome to the Wizard of Boggs here.
I love you. I love your hat.
Do you like it? Sarah
Where
made.
do you get this stuff, dude?
Well, probably the same place where I'm going to get your sword. Would I get in trouble, Mika, if I bought you a sword and had it delivered to your house? Would I get a phone call from your parents or from your siblings be like, "What are you doing giving Mika a sword?"
No, I don't think so. I'd have to let it by though. I don't think so.
After last night's show, I was like, "Man, I'm going to have to get Mika a sword. She really wants a sword."
Yeah, that got me pumped. I want me a sword now.
He's waving that sword around. I thought he was going to hit his camera the way he was waving it around.
Me and TV will form a group. We'll just be taking out Wolverines.
Mika, if you had a theme song, what kind of style of music would that be?
Closest to AC/DC as you can get, or Bon Jovi.
What? Wait, what? Hold on now. You went from AC/DC to Bon Jovi?
He's my favorite solo artist.
Okay. What's your favorite AC/DC song?
Shoot the Thrill.
Okay. What's your favorite Bon Jovi song?
Runaway.
Runaway? Okay.
Yeah.
Shoot the Thrill and Runaway. I'm writing these down, Mika, because I think the marvelous one needs a theme song, don't you?
Yep.
Okay. Troy says Mika's death metal. She likes death metal.
I can listen to some of it.
Can you really?
It just depends. I have a very eclectic taste in music.
I see that. What do you think about the new Ohio from Camp song that Ross Bjork's trying to push?
It ain't it. It ain't it.
It ain't it. It ain't it. All right. Well,
I'm still pushing for AC/DC to be the song. Shoot the Thrill would be awesome.
I personally think that when they're ringing the bell till the players come in down the tunnel, it's got to be Hell's Bells, doesn't it? Right?
That's a good one too.
I mean, if you're gonna do the whole victory bell, ringing the bell as the players are coming out of the locker room and trying to get and then AC/DC, that riff starts from Hell's Bells, and I mean that seems like
yeah,
the perfect
definitely. Or
match.
Sweet Victory from I forget what band that's from. That'd be a good one too.
All right. I thought that if they were the entry music needs to be iconic. It's got to be iconic because I mean you go back and you look at what is it that Virginia Tech walks into? Is that Metallica? Enter Sandman by Metallica. It's one of the best entrances and it might be the best entrance in college football because of that.
We got to change the song. I'm not a big fan of the song that they picked for us to enter in with the bell. Nope.
All right, Paul Feinbaum, Mika, your thoughts on Mr. Big Ears?
That dude is pathetic. Can you be more clickbaity?
No, I don't know that you can be. I mean, it's pretty bad.
And I got two places I want to send them. One's real and one's fictional. Stay with me on this. The real one, I send them straight to the middle of the Bermuda Triangle.
All right, where's the other place?
Send his golem-looking butt to Mordor.
Mordor.
He can roast in the volcano.
All right there, Samwise Gamgee.
I'm a big nerd, I know.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Nobody looks like Golem. He'd fit right in.
He looks like Gollum. Oh, shoot. Mika. You just gave me a great idea, Mika. Well, coming soon. There's going to be a Paul Feinbaum Gollum mishmash for everybody. Thanks, Mika. Great idea.
Shout out Buck Vader. Me and him working on a collab. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I heard about this. I'm excited to figure out what it's going to be, dude. I'm pumped about this.
Oh, I'm very excited.
Well, any hints? Are you gonna drop any hints on us, or do we have to just wait?
You know me. It's got to have something to do with recruiting if it's got me in it.
Well, that's true. That's true. Well, you're more than just a recruiting. You're more than just marvelous with recruiting. You're marvelous with all your takes, Mika.
Well, thank you. I
Yeah.
try.
So, $5 super chat from Caden Diesel Freak. I want more pain added to my song, but also like we're bringing pain and gonna beat you up to a bloody pulp in my music. Okay, well, Caden, you asked for it. You're gonna get it, buddy. You're gonna get it. We're gonna make it. We're gonna find your song, Caden, and then Miko. After we find Caden's song, we'll start working on your theme song. I gotta put your logo on a t. I gotta put your logo on a T-shirt, don't I? We need to make that happen.
We'll have to contact Jody.
We need to get Chris on that. Maybe him and Tony can get together and put your marvelous Mika logo on a T-shirt. Maybe I should rework that logo a little bit to add some swords. Maybe that's what we need to do.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna rework your logo. We're gonna come up with the marvelous Mika logo 2.0. It'll have some swords on it, and then we'll make a T-shirt. All right.
I love y'all so much.
It'll be
It's funny.
It'll be great. I'll be sporting that one all the time. Everybody be like, who is this marvelous Mika you talk about with a sword? I'm like, well, if you come to the OHIO podcast, you'll find out.
Oh, it could be like Sting, since I'm gonna make Paul Feinbaum into Golem. Mine could be like Sting.
That
Lord of the Rings.
the little dagger from Lord of the Rings. Gotcha.
It's not a dagger. It's a sword. He's a hobbit.
It was a dagger. It was a little thing.
He's a hobbit.
It was for a
And
hobbit.
I'm 4'11" inches tall. It's a sword.
Wait a minute. How tall are you?
4'11" inches tall.
No, you're not. You're taller than that, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I inherited the short gene.
Mika, there are very few people who are shorter than my short little wife, and you are one of them.
Yeah, I get that a lot. I got an aunt that's 4'10" and a half.
Well, at least you're taller than one person in your family.
Yeah, that's not the only one. My 11-year-old nephew is taller than me now.
Well, guess what?
It's depressing.
My stepson's finally taller than me too. He's only a freshman in high school. I never made it to 6.
Wow.
I never made it to 6 foot. I was 5'11" in 8th grade, and I stopped growing in 8th grade. Stop growing.
It's so funny because my little brother is close to 6 foot tall. No one ever believes that he's my little brother. Everyone thinks he's older than me.
Oh my goodness. My goodness, Mika. Well, what else is on your mind tonight you want to talk about? I've kind of dominated this conversation. I have a tendency to do that when you call in because I want to know what you think about everything. But what do you want to talk about tonight?
I just think things are gonna pick up in recruiting soon, and we're about to land some commitments. I'm not gonna say who. I just think they're coming soon.
Okay. That sounds good.
Drop a little tease there, and I think my prediction for this season is we have the number one defense in the country, and we lead the nation in sacks.
Nice. Yeah, I'm really high on this defense, Mika. I am really getting excited to see this defense.
Because I think the combination of Matty P, our defensive line, and what the linebackers are going to be doing and the different schemes we're going to run and everything, I think we're going to be getting to the quarterback plenty. And I think we completely shut down Arch Manning. The more I hear about the Texas game, the more I think it's going to be a blowout.
Excellent. Hey, I've got a really important phone call that I need to get to, Mika. Any last thoughts real fast before we take this next phone call?
No, just wishing everyone a good night, getting excited for the season. Buckeye Nation, we better bring it. Opening game.
Sounds great. Mika.
Ryan Day said it better be loud.
Yeah, that's right. Mika, I'll be in touch with you to try to work out a time we can do a quick podcast, okay?
Absolutely, anytime.
All right, girl. Have a good one. OH.
Night, guys.
All right, that was the marvelous Mika Hanna. Now, without any further ado, from a blast from Boggsy's past, guys, there was a day, this old fart, as Tyler would call me, he knew how to ball. And when he didn't know how to ball, he knew how to cheat to ball. My friends, my good friend, and one of the funniest dudes you will ever meet, he is Scott Cameron. Scott, welcome.
Hey, Boggsy, what's up, man?
Dude, welcome to the OHIO podcast, my brother.
Hey, man, I just happened to be perusing the Facebook world, and all of a sudden I see this guy that's wearing it looks like you stole the movie prop from Chevy Chase on Christmas Vacation in the attic. Is that what your hat is?
It's a classic. It's a classic. Christmas in August instead of July.
Yeah, I don't know. Just the hat is, I don't know. It's like it's interesting. I'll give you that. But like I said, man, I only got like, well, you know, we always tell the hidden ball trick. But I'll make it anecdotal. Does that sound good for your listeners? I'll make it anecdotal. So
let's do it.
Yeah, you were pitching. I was playing first, and a guy we both went to high school with. I knew we played with him in local Babe Ruth league and stuff, and I always knew he would always hit and get to first, and he would just lackluster kind of take a couple steps off first. And you were pitching, and you were having the best game. It's like
who was it? Handbone?
Could have been for could have been like the Cincinnati Reds bullpen kind of thing.
Who was it?
You still there, Boggsy?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Who was it that was leading?
Yeah, I got you.
Who was leading off first? I can't remember. Was it Handbone?
Yeah, it's Hambone, Jared Hamilton.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
So you were kind of getting plastered, and I read about this hidden ball trick, and I went over to you, and I'm like, hey man, give me the ball and stay off the mound. And I went back to first, and he took a couple steps off, and bang, I got him. And the field umpire didn't even make the call. The plate umpire had to make the call, and we got out of the inning, though, didn't we?
We by hook or by crook, brother.
Hey, man, it was as ugly as a 3 a.m. bar girlfriend, but we got out of the situation.
It was not my finer moment, Scott. Okay. Yeah,
That happens. It only gets worse as you age. So I do have a couple questions. So do you, just kind of serious wise, do you think Boyer was brought on because there's not a whole lot of confidence in Patricia and what he's wanting to do schematically on defense?
No, I don't think that at all. I think he was brought on because.
I've heard,
Go ahead.
no, I've heard theories about that, and it's like, well, they obviously have a great working relationship, and there's obviously a lot of pros versus cons. It seems interesting that this late in the season to pick up a high-profile coach like that. This late in the preseason, I should say, rather, to just completely like, oh, hey, by the way, we got this guy. And it's like, okay, is that a bonus guy, or is that because there's a sense of maybe you aren't quite ready guy? You know what I mean?
Based off what my own two eyeballs saw when I was there watching practice, that secondary is ready to go. They look good. I don't think that that's it at all. If anything, I think he's brought in to scheme against the other offenses that we're going to be playing.
Yeah. Do you think it was, starting off with such an opponent as Texas?
Yeah.
It's almost like you can't play against Alcorn A&M State Technical School of Beauty or whatever, So
yeah.
You got to be ready off the gate.
That was my second choice of college, actually. If I didn't go where I was.
Yeah. No. Who was the running back that played at Alcorn State, or the quarterback who's a stud, who's a real dog?
Steve McNair.
Man, I can't. Yeah. Rest in peace. So anyways, but I don't know. I just it's an interesting twist, and it seems like something to add late in the in what you're trying to do with momentum going into preseason week 1. It just seemed like an odd addition to add that, but I guess we'll find out. I didn't get to hear. Did you say what your favorite song would be other than a Taylor Swift song?
Shake it off, shake it off.
No, I think it would be. I think yours would be "Never Grow Up." Ooh, Daddy, but you never grow up. Hey, yeah, don't forget Joey Votto used to have Taylor Swift as a walk-up song for like 2 years, and look at him now.
What would your walk-up song be if you was in the bigs, brother?
Man, everyone would think it'd be automatically like, oh, this guy's gonna be metal, or like, oh, this guy's hardcore. It's gonna be like, Handshake Murderers or some other Christian group like that. I'm just kidding. But I don't know. I think I would be more prone to do something that's completely an antithesis of what people would expect. I'd probably go with something like Lead Belly, and I would just throw people off like, what the heck is this guy doing? Oh, by the way, that Sweet Victory, that's a SpongeBob song that was written for SpongeBob. So I don't think they're trying to, be the Bubble Busters there at Ohio State. So I don't think it's going to be Sweet Victory. Sorry.
I don't know, dude. I think I would have to pick something that would really throw everybody off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like I don't know, maybe like Amazing Grace. We have some church up in here.
But it has to be on bagpipes.
Ooh, yeah. A little bit faster tempo on bagpipes. Amazing Grace, kind of like if Dropkick Murphy sang Amazing Grace.
Oh yeah, that'll really throw people off. And if they're really close to a ledge, it might throw them off the wrong way.
And if I went up to the plate wearing a kilt, that might throw the pitcher off. See?
I would actually tell you just not even swing the bat, just in lieu of knowing the momentum of that kilt. If you swing and miss, that thing's going to rise up, and families will be scarred.
Don't be sitting down the third baseline, boys and girls.
Exactly. That's not. Daddy, why does that man have 2 baseball bats?
What? That brings a whole new meaning to Louisville Slugger.
There's a lot more jokes we could do, but we're gonna try and keep this PG.
Yeah, that's preferable.
So I don't particularly like the whole banishment of traditional Ohio State songs. It kind of stinks. But we have made a good run at Seven Nation Army. That's kind of like the when you and I were kids, it was We Will Rock You, but Seven Nation Army is the We Will Rock You of the 2000s. But man, yeah, Vicksburg's got Enter Sandman and stuff like that, and West Virginia's got Take Me Home. They can have John Denver for all I care. But why not like a Pantera song? Like, I don't know, like Walk is a great energy song, like people can get into it, and I don't know. And then if we beat them, or if it's like a third down, then you could go right to the end of that song where it goes, "Walk on home, boy." I mean, that would be so intense, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
That would be a good one, man, and everyone knows that song.
Yeah.
Even I bet like, I don't know, someone's grandma out there likes that Pantera song.
Someone's grandma.
She's like,
dude.
"Ooh, ooh." And so it's someone out there. But yeah, anyways. Well, hey man, it's my bedtime, so thanks for taking my call.
See you, Scott. Call back in, buddy.
All right, man. See you. Bye.
Gosh dang. What a way to finish the show off. My buddy Scott Cameron. All right. What he told you all about the hidden ball trick is 100% true. It actually happened. We pulled it off in Summer League. I could not get out of the inning. I was struggling. Guys, I was not a pitcher. I was not a pitcher. I was a catcher. I was a catcher trying to pitch, and it was sad. It was disgustingly sad. And Scott's like, I gotta get you out of this inning, Boggsy. You're embarrassing yourself. You're embarrassing the entire team. Give me the ball. Oh man. Oh gosh, that's freaking hilarious. All right, guys, that's it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed the show. What a show. What a show. My gosh. Jeffrey McDowell with a $2 super chat. Your friend, he's cracking up at you. Dude, Scott's one of the funniest dudes you will ever meet. He's one of those people who he everybody loves him. He was like teacher of the year. I don't know how many years in a row when he was teaching at the school he was at. Dude is hilarious. And one of my good buddies, and he is a fantastic guitar player. Fantastic guitar player. I need to go listen to him play guitar again. He's really, really good. Thanks for calling in, buddy. I appreciate you, man. That's our show for tonight, everybody. Let me go ahead and pull up the super chats one more time. Great. We had a lot of super chats tonight. Love it. Thank you so much, everybody. Phil Hag with a $2 super chat and then a $5 super chat. He started the night off with the telephone calls. We got Caden the man with a $2 super chat. He was number 2 in line on the phone calls. We got Coconut with a couple $5 super chats singing me the Wizard of Oz song and then talking about the plague that's up in Ann Arbor. Then Caden with another $5 super chat. Talking about what the changes he would like to his theme song. We'll make that happen, buddy. Then Caden with another $5 super chat. He wants a t-shirt as well. And then Jeffrey McDowell with a $2 super chat. He enjoyed the sultry tones of one Scott Cameron. Yeah, what a night, man. Thank you, everybody. This was a great night, dude. Don't forget, tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern, the Buckeye Lounge. They've got Donnie Nicky, Maurice Hall on. And then you have 8 o'clock on Wednesday. Keith Byers will be on in the Buckeye Lounge. Thursday, 8 o'clock Eastern. The Wild Man will be back. Chris, top this show, buddy. Let's see if you can do that. This one was a banger. 2 nights in a row, guys. We've had fantastic shows for all of you. We're doing it right here on the OHIO podcast. If you haven't already, hit the thumbs up button. If you can, leave a comment in the comment section after this post. Let us know if you enjoyed yourself tonight. Share the show, share the channel. Let's get this thing going, guys. I think we're at 103 last time I checked. 103 more subscribers to get to 4,500, everybody. We're putting it together. We're building our community stronger than ever. We're having a great time. This is what it's all about. We had a Nebraska fan call in. We had a Notre Dame fan call in. So we're having a good time. We're having a great community, building a great community here, everybody. It's because of you all. We appreciate you all so, so very much. Be kind to one another. I owe someone's OH. Sing Carmen, Ohio with all your heart. And I guess we could do this on the way out, can't we? Sure we can. We can play this on the way out. Have a good night, everybody.
Ever since he was a young buck, he watched them run the ball. From Woody up through Urban, he's followed through it all. But I ain't seen nothing like him in any press box hall. That scarlet-speaking wizard sure knows his Buckeye ball. He stands in the horseshoe, becomes part of the game. Knows the line adjustments, every Buckeye name. Meeks weeks with tuition when others just stall. That scarlet-speaking wizard sure knows his Buckeye ball. He's the podcast wizard. There has to be a twist. The way he breaks down film, he never seems to miss. How do you think he does it? I don't know what makes him so good. Ain't got no distractions, no SEC noise or yells. Doesn't need those rankings, he's got his own Buckeye spells. Always sees the blitz come, predicts the third down call. That scarlet-speaking wizard sure knows his Buckeye ball. He stands in the horseshoe, becomes part of the game. Knows the line adjustments, every Buckeye name. Speaks with tuition when others just stall. That scarlet-speaking wizard sure knows his Buckeye ball. He's the podcast wizard. There has to be a twist. The way he breaks down film, he never seems to miss.